Test one, two. Hey Debbie, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
All right. So I had got turned the live stream on already because there was some issues with it working. So I want to make sure it was going. So it's up and running now, but um I didn't realize we had you on this day. So welcome.
Do you not need me?
No, no, we do. But I sent you an email with the names of the people we expect to be representing the utility and staff. I don't know if you see that in there.
I did, I just got
Yeah,
it.
okay. So that's kind of a cheat sheet for the names. And then it looks like we have a bunch of people also from the public joining in. So we're gonna do, so this is a muni water rate hearing. But part of the case is going to be decided by the commission. So they're going to get the transcript for that purpose.
Okay,
So usually when it's a delegated decision, we just have the administrator watch the video. But because it's going to the commission, at least in part, um, you're here with us.
okay,
So what we usually do is we go through we have the utility um go first, and I just have them verify the documents that they filed and give them a chance to comment. And then we do the same thing with staff, and then we open it up for public comment. So then we'll have people appearing to make a public statement. So it's kind of all mixed together, parties and public in
okay.
one hearing. Okay. Probably haven't done this. I can't remember. Maybe you've done this once before, but it's kind of unusual.
Yeah, I don't remember. Is there like a regular service list?
No, that's all we got.
Oh, okay.
You can just send it to me and I'll get the issue the transcript to the parties.
So do you want me to list the service list? That's what I usually do on page 2, all the people present.
Um, I don't think so. Yeah, probably don't need that right now, but we can talk about it later.
Okay,
Yeah, I don't think we'd need that necessarily.
okay.
Like an appearance list, yeah. Well, let me let people in because they got about 5 minutes to go here. So sorry
Sounds good.
about the surprise here.
No, no problem.
Welcome, everyone. This is Mike Newmark. I'm the Administrative Law Judge for the Public Service Commission. So I run the hearings for the agency. And today we're having the hearing on the Shorewood water utilities application for authority to adjust water rates. Just want to check people in here. I know we have a number of people representing the utility and commission staff, but also some members of the public may be joining us too. So public is invited to participate on Zoom here today. And we also have the live stream running on our YouTube channel. So that if you're just looking at the notice of hearing, there's our link for Zoom, which you're already on. But for the people who are watching the hearing on YouTube, they're at this link and watching if they want to observe only. So what we're doing today, though, is we are going to be taking first, we're going to be checking in the evidence from the utility and the commission staff and giving those people a chance to comment. And then we're going to have a public comment period where we'll have an opportunity for the public to comment live. Just going to let this person in from the utility, just coming in now. So, okay. So we'll give everyone who wishes to speak live, you could do your comment live. And we do have a transcriptionist joining us who will be transcribing comments, everything we say once we get started. And that transcript will be created in as part of the record in the case. So it'll be so basically we'll have utility first, commission staff second, public third, and there's also an opportunity for the public to comment in writing. And that's done through this link that I'm displaying here on the screen share and also by US mail at this address. But we'll be, yeah, and this is on our notice of hearing, which was sent to customers as well as the commission posting it. So let me just get everyone situated here. Let's see. Alex is here. Okay, this person's with the utility is gonna get their name correct. And I'm unfortunately going to repeat all this because the new people are coming, but just want to let people know since you joined early. Let's see, that's so I see on the screen there's a person in the plaid shirt with the screen name CSCHM. I just need to get your name and if you're connected with the utility, let me know. Let me unmute you.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good.
Charles, Charles, Schmidt, SCHMI, two T's, no D. I'm a resident of Shorewood.
Okay.
I must be pretty important, though. I'm up there on the screen next to you.
Well, you joined early. Thank you. So just spell your last name one more time for me. Went a little bit too fast for my.
Yeah. Oh, sorry about that. SCHMIT and a T. Two T's, no D.
No D. Okay. Glad I asked. All right. So did you plan to comment today? Making a
Yes,
live
I
comment?
would like to make a couple comments.
Okay. Uh, just checking people in more.
Sure, I understand.
A minute here. Okay. I think that's all the people I recognize for the utility. I guess we're waiting for David Hickey. Um, I don't see
Go ahead
them
and get
here.
started without him. He might join.
You might join later. Okay. If you recognize someone for the utility, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to assume everyone else is a member of the public.
This is Tom Nennig. I'm with City Water, and we're representing Village of Shorewood.
Okay, I'm not seeing you. Is your screen name, is it Tom? Is it Tomne?
Yes.
Okay, great. So let me get back to you then. So it's Tom, and what was your last name?
Nennig, Nennig.
Enni. What was the rest?
G.
And are you employed by the utility or one of the consultants I see here?
Consultants for the utility, yeah, city
And-
water.
City Water, okay. Okay, oh, there's David.
I missed the spelling of his last name.
Okay, hang on. I'll go
Yeah.
back to it.
Oh, I see. Sorry, I got it. I see it up there.
Is it correct or I still need to make a change?
I see it up. Nennig. Yeah. Okay.
Yep, that's correct.
Okay, so I'm gonna let a few more people in here. Just let me know if they're utility connected with the utility. I'll add their identity to the screen name here. Nobody else.
Both Conrad and Leanne are connected. They're staff for Shorewood.
Okay, so Conrad Temlets.
Yes.
And you said Leanne Bushlick.
Yes.
Could you repeat those last names for me?
Probably
Conrad,
easiest to look in the
Temlets
Conrad
and Bushlick.
look, yes.
Bushwick,
Lick.
Lick. All right. And what is Conrad's last name?
Temlitz.
Okay, thank you. What department are you from? The two of you in Shorewood. I'm a resident, by the way. Sorry, you came late. So
DPW.
DPW. Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Give it another second here for people to join us. Okay, and Debbie, I did a screenshot of the participant list as it is right now, so I can send that to you
Thank you.
when we're done. There'll probably be some more people too, but all right. Well, looks like we are good to go. The number of people knocking on the waiting room door has slowed down to no one, so that's good. And we're here ready to go. Looks like we have the live stream going. Everything's all set. So I think for Mr. Schmidt, I'm going to mute you for now, and I'm going to because we're going to take the utilities one at a time, utility and then staff, like I mentioned before. And then I just changed my screen here and I don't mess things up. What did I just do? Oh, okay. Well, I'll have to live with that. I don't know why I pushed. All right, it's all working now. All right, so let's get on the record. Let's get started with today's hearing. Welcome, everyone. This is Docket 5440 WR 113, the application of the Village of Shorewood for authority to adjust water rates. My name is Michael Newmark, the Administrative Law Judge for the PSC. We are here to create the record in the case. And that'll be the documents we identify and verify under oath as exhibits, as well as comments we receive live from the utility commission staff and members of the public. We're taking written public comment as well as receiving public comments here today live. The deadline to file a written comment is Thursday, December 18th. That can be done by using the Commission's public comment webpage, and the link here is being displayed on the screen share. So it's also being broadcast on our YouTube channel. And there's also a mailing address where you can mail a comment to us. So we sent this notice out November 26th. That's when we started taking comments, and the deadline is coming up pretty close now. So to mail a comment in so that we can get it on time, you may be cutting it a little close. So I would suggest at this point just using the internet link. But we do have, I believe, 3 comments in writing on file at this time. So we will be able to accept more up until the deadline. We need to have them in our hands by the deadline. So otherwise, like I mentioned, we're recording the hearing. So the recording, at this point, we do have a transcriptionist transcribing the hearing. So that'll be the official version of the proceedings today. The recording will be an unofficial version for the public's convenience. And I think we may want to have some description about the process here and maybe putting our commission attorney on the spot a little bit, but Kara Kuntz may have more information about this than I do. But I do know that the decision in this case is split in the sense that there's a portion of the issues that the commissioners will decide and a portion of the issues and the remaining issues that the administrator for the Department of Water Utility Regulation and Analysis will decide. So just teeing you up here, Kara, but the overall decision will be made by Andy Galvin, who's the division administrator, and the lead service line issue the commission will review. So just trying to get you up to speed there. Kara, did you have anything you wanted to add to the process?
Not really. I think we're gonna follow the regular process with the hearing. And like Judge Newmark said, the majority will be decided by the delegated decision maker, and then we have some specific questions related to lead service line that will go to the commission separately.
Okay, all right, thanks. So for the public who's watching and wants to comment, just so you know, the lead service line issue, your comment will be addressed to the commission in terms of their deciding that case when they read those comments, and the overall the remaining issues will be decided by Andy, who will give everyone the transcript. They will be reading your comments either way. So that's something for you to consider. Okay, so at this point, I think we can move on to checking in our documents. I just want to make sure no one else is in the waiting room. I don't see anyone here, so good. So let's move forward. Checking in the documents. We have a list here of the documents that commission staff has identified for inclusion into the record. So I'm just going to adjust the screen here, get those on the display. All right, we can. And so normally for the transcript, we have the people who are appearing give an appearance, but I think what's important is that the people who are speaking have their identity known, and we make sure we get that correct for the transcript. So so for the utility witnesses, people who are going to be verifying these documents, we'll have you. Well, you'll need to identify yourself, and then we'll have just make sure we got your name spelled correctly and get you sworn in. But first off is the notice of the hearing. And just looking at that, I believe that was filed with a verification. So yes, it does have a verification. And there's the notice in terms of the newspaper publication. So we have that document verified, and we can move on to the other documents. So I can accept proof of publication, but for the other documents, the rate case and the response to data requests, all the ones we're displaying here, we'll need to have someone who is qualified to verify those documents under oath, and can be more than one person if it needs to be. But is there someone who wants to start off from the utility? All right, just unmute there.
Yes, I'll swear in for that.
All right, so let me swear you in. Raise your right hand. And do you swear or affirm, tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Give us your name and title, please.
Name is Eric Fulsis. I'm a consultant with the Village of Shorewood, and I work for City Water LLC.
Okay, great, thanks. Let's just go off the record. Debbie, can you hear him okay?
I was just gonna ask if he could turn his volume up or
Okay.
somehow.
Yeah, let me see if I can do that.
Maybe just putting your microphone closer. I think it's
Otherwise, let me try this. Is that better?
not yet. No, I don't
No.
think so.
Any better there?
Can you turn the volume up maybe, Debbie? Is that, I don't think he's gonna be able to.
I'm at 100%.
You're all the way up?
Everybody else
Okay.
is really loud, but it's
Oh,
okay. It should be
okay.
fine.
Well, we'll plug through it. I think we'll be all right. So, okay, so we got you sworn in, and you're with City Water, so you're the consultant with the utility, is that right?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Oh, that all of a sudden you just popped up. But
Yeah, I changed the settings. Sorry about
oh,
that.
perfect. All right. Everyone just blow their ears out. Okay, so can you see the screen share?
Yes, I can.
And for the documents, we have them bullet numbered 2 through 15. Are you familiar with all those documents, or is there something you wanna that you're not able to verify?
No, I am familiar with all of those.
Okay, and so based on your familiarity with that, are they complete and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Correct. Yes, they are.
Okay, so I can check those in as being verified. Do you have any comment you'd like to make?
No additional comment at this time.
Okay, anyone else for the utility wish to speak? Make a comment for the decision makers to review. Nothing? Okay. All right. So, I mean, this case does appear to have some degree of public interest in here. I don't know if the utility wanted to make a statement at all. No? Okay. Well, we'll see what happens with the public comments. You may want to respond to some of the comments that we hear today. All right. So we will move on to commission staff. Then we'll have the revenue requirement checked in and verified. Who can do that for us? All right, Stefan Elmer, call you to the stand. Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm, tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
And revenue requirement exhibit, you're familiar with that?
Yes, I am.
Is it complete and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, it is.
All right. And do you have any comments?
I do have a couple comments that I would like to make for the record here.
Go ahead.
So the utility filed, excuse me, sore throat this week. So
Oh,
the utility filed the response to commission staff's revenue requirement and cost of service study exhibits. It's one of the documents, document number 13.
oh, okay, great.
So they brought up a couple issues in that response, and so I would like to just address those.
All right, go ahead.
So the first one, commission staff recommended an accounting treatment for expenses related to the grant portion of the financial assistance program in the revenue requirement exhibit. The utility provided its own analysis and proposed an alternative accounting treatment in the response document for tracking annual revenues and expenses. Commission staff reviewed the proposed accounting treatment and agreed that it would be an effective alternative to track revenues and expenses by customer class for the grant portion of the LSL program. So commission staff will include an order point in the final decision to reflect the alternative treatment that the utility suggested. The second point, commission staff recommended an accounting treatment for the loan portion of the financial assistance program in its revenue requirement exhibit. It was reporting the annual loan receivable balance in account 124. The utility proposed an alternative accounting treatment in its response to report it in account 143, which is customer accounts receivable. Commission staff reviewed the proposed alternative, and we don't agree with the treatment as proposed. So account 143 is a current asset, which by definition is short-term in nature. The terms of the financial assistance program offer loans that can be repaid over 3 years. So we feel that account 124 would be the more appropriate account for the longer-term receivables. So commission staff will recommend an order point in the final decision to reflect the original treatment that was in the revenue requirement.
Okay.
And then
Is that okay? Go ahead. Sorry.
one more point. The third thing that was addressed in the response, the utility expressed a desire to modify the loan portion of its financial assistance program to include an interest charge to customers on the loans. Currently, loans offered as part of the financial assistance program are 0%. Financial assistance programs are approved through an LS docket, and any designs or modifications to an existing financial assistance program must be done through the LS docket process and can't be handled during a conventional rate case like this. So when the utility plans to file an LS docket to modify its existing program, commission staff will be happy to assist the utility with the filing process when they do that.
Okay. Let me ask you a couple of questions just for procedural clarity. The alternatives, so staff proposed those three, or really the two alternatives, and the response from the utility was different. Well, the utility responded with two new alternatives. Are all of those options going to be available? And I'm assuming the decision maker here will be the commission for the LSL issues, but all the options will then be presented and be available to the commission, or is the staff changing its recommendations to the commission?
Staff is going to change its recommendation for the grant portion of the program
Okay.
based on what was proposed in this. So that page you have on the screen right there.
Yeah.
So staff reviewed it, and it's a effective way of tracking revenues and expenses by customer class, which was our original intent in the revenue requirements. So commission staff will include the proposal from the utility for the grant portion. For the loan portion, commission staff is going to stick with the originally proposed treatment.
Okay. So, and just so everyone understands the process, as far as I recall it being, that because these documents are on the record, I mean, the commission still has a record available to choose the original commission staff option, but staff is not, at this point, it's not something that the commission staff is recommending. But it's still on the record. It's still available for the commission to choose should it want to do so. So that's sort of their overall authority to pick and choose. But it will know based on this record we're creating today that what the preferences of the party and commission staff are at this point. Anything else, Witness Elmer?
No, that's all I have.
All right. So let's move on to commission staff. And with the cost service study and rate design. That's Alex Hanna. So raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm, tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
And for the cost service study and rate design exhibit, are you familiar with that?
Yes, I am.
And is it complete and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, it is.
And do you have any comments?
I have no comments at this time.
All right. Thanks very much. So, so now it is an opportunity for the public to comment. In our usual process, I did want to just because staff did indicate, witness Almer did indicate some dispute about the grant program. I'm sorry, it was the loan program accounting features. Did the utility wish to make a comment based on that? What we just heard from commission staff?
I would defer to Christina as the more financial side of this with the accounting treatment, but I believe if staff has reviewed it, commission staff, will modify our existing practices to match the order point.
Yeah, for us, it's a matter of
Okay, so hang on just a minute. I just need to
terminology. We'll
get you
just go
sworn
along
in
with.
if you're going to speak for the utility. So I need to swear you in first. So raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm, tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
So state your name and position, please.
Christina Dahmer. I'm a consultant for the Village of Shorewood, outsourced finance director.
Okay, and that's with Lauterbach and Amen.
Correct.
Right? Okay, great. Yeah, go ahead with your response.
Yes, we just posed different options from an accounting standpoint, and we will go ahead and agree with what the commission proposes.
Okay, so just to be clear, so I know what I'm talking about, the commission staff it's the loan logistics issue we're talking about. It's the staff was proposing using account 124 and utility was proposing to use the account 143, but now utility is agreeing with staff's use of the 124 account.
Sure, yes.
Okay, all right, that's fine, thanks. Glad to get that cleared up, at least in my own mind. All right, so is that all you wanted to say, witness Dahmer?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, all right. Anyone else from the utility want to comment on what we just talked about? No? Okay, so I want to make sure we get everyone a chance. All right, so just gotta let the next person in here. Sorry about that. Okay, so we do have several members of the public in attendance, and like I mentioned, there is an opportunity for the public to comment live. If for whatever reason you don't wish to speak today on Zoom, there's still an opportunity to file a comment. So if you're more comfortable with a written comment, works the same way. But this comment, if you speak it today, will be part of the transcript that the commission and the administrator will read when making their decision. So did want to start off with Charles Schmidt since I saw him first. Then we'll just go down the list in alphabetical order. So let's unmute you, Charles, and I'm gonna.
Oh,
There you go. Okay, I'm gonna swear you in just like we did with
Oh.
everybody else. Raise your
Okay.
right hand.
Sure.
Swear or affirm, tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
I always do.
All right, great. And go ahead with your comment. Give us your opinion on the case.
Yeah, I just want to start out by thanking the village employees and elected officials, and then also the WPS for making this available to us public people. I guess I should thank the Shorewood consultants who outnumber the village employees at this meeting. I have a couple of questions. Maybe one, this is kind of a off the topic maybe. And I a question for the WPS Commission. Is it legal for the village to put non-water service related charges on a water sewer bill? For example, lights, a charge for lights, which they just added in this last bill of $130 a quarter, or fire, or whatever they want to do in the future. So to me, that just creates a quarterly mini tax bill Those things should be on the property taxes, I feel. And so maybe the commission can address that question after I finish my comments. And then to the consultants and the village members that are here, I ask, is it really, and to the Public Service Commission people, is it really fair to levy these increased fees and taxes to the Shorewood residents that are currently living here when the decline in the system has occurred over the last 50 years and will benefit probably the future residents for the next, hopefully, 50 years. So we're sitting here in the Shorewood at this time and place and being assessed all these fees. And believe me, they've been coming like, shotgun pellets. They've been multiple. They've been dramatic increases, sometimes 100%, sometimes 50% like they're proposing now. It's really been hard to keep track of as a resident what is going on. I unfortunately don't speak the Greek that the consultants are able to speak, Aaron, for example, and et cetera, et cetera. But I wonder if this shouldn't be somehow handled differently. I know that we need to spend money on the water laterals. I know we need to spend money on updating the sewer, but instead of punishing the residents who happen to be here at this particular time, shouldn't these amounts be borrowed for and paid off over time so that people who benefit in the future are also participating, and they may not be Shorewood residents now, but maybe in the future, they will also participate in paying for these expenses when they reside here. There's asking, there's also alternatives that, I think this is out in left field, but, that may be far cheaper and address other contaminants in the water other than lead. For example, microplastics is a huge, huge problem in our society, as we all are aware. And changing water or laterals, lead pipe laterals, does not address that problem at all. It's an unfortunate issue that I think individuals have to address right now, but it would be nice to see the Public Service Commission address that, as well as the Village of Shorewood. Would it be more cost effective, instead of replacing all these laterals in everybody's house, to just install a reverse osmosis system for water consumption in each individual house? I mean, I can get one on the market for $500. Maybe I can install it myself, maybe $500 install it. Annual replacement of filters is not that much, a couple $100. That seems to be a far cheaper way of attacking this issue, and then also eliminating all these other contaminants. The village of Shorewood has maintained a very steady population base of between 13 and 14,000 over the last 20 years. So, you do the math with the number of homes, time how much reverse osmosis would cost. I mean, you're not talking the hundreds of millions of dollars, or whatever, 20, 30, 40 millions of dollars that we're talking about with all this other stuff. And then the question I have is another question for the village is, when this work is all done, will the water sewer rates go down back to where they were pre-rate increases because of the justification stated, new water laterals and new sewer pipes needed. And that's all I have to say. I'd again like to hear some comments, maybe to my questions. Thank you for letting me talk.
Absolutely. Thanks very much. So we'll mute you for now, and I'm going to just ask if the utility wants to respond. It's anything you wish to address from the comment there?
Yeah, I can chime in just in general. So a large portion of this rate increase is to fund the utility grant portion for the private lead service line replacement program. So the private lead service replacement program, financial assistance program, that has already been approved by the PSC, by Village Board. That's already in place. And residents can take advantage of that, and in fact have taken advantage of that here in 2025 already. However, in approving that program, the funding for the program comes separate, which is the main driver for this rate case. So the main driver for this rate case is to provide that grant portion of up to 50% for private side replacement costs. The driver then of the lead service line replacements is something that is outside of both the state of Wisconsin and the village of Shorewood's control, and that is coming from the federal EPA. There's a federal requirement that all lead service lines, both public and private, must be replaced within 10 years. There's some exceptions based on the replacement rate, but in general, by 2038, all lead service lines, across the nation must be replaced. So this is the village's, effort to tackle what is being required both at the federal level and the state level through the DNR. And then while, funding the grant program is a little more on the quarterly bill here going forward, I believe village staff still feels it is a more fair treatment than requiring, homeowners to pay a large sum out of pocket, which they may not have at that time. So this grant program and then the loan portion through the village does help spread that cost over utility bills of all homeowners throughout the municipality rather than, hitting individual homeowners for a large single time replacement costs when they might not have that money.
Okay. All right, so we'll take the next person who wishes to comment. I'm just going to go through the list in the order that I see them right now, and just let me know if you do wish to comment or not. So let's go with Bruce Hoover first. Any comment from you?
Hi, yeah, this is Bruce. No comment. Thank you very much.
Okay, great. Kate C.
Yes, hi, I would like to comment.
All right, great. So let's go off the record for a second. Can you turn your camera on?
Sure, but I'm driving, so just
Oh,
bear
you know
with
what?
me.
I'm going to ask you to pull over and when you
Yep.
make your comments. So if you can't do that right now, just stay on the line and let me know when you're in a safe spot to do this.
Yeah,
Okay, so
I can pull over right now.
okay.
Get this over with. Hang on.
So while you're doing that, let's take Liz. You got your hand up. I see you right there. So ask it oops, what did you moved? Okay, there you go. You're unmuted.
Right.
Okay.
Nope, I had my hand up.
Yeah. So I usually don't, that's great that some people may not understand when I say put your hand up. But you're good. I got you. So let's get on the record and I'll swear you in. Raise your right hand.
Okay.
You swear or affirm, tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
I swear to tell the whole truth
All right, and just
nothing
give
but
us.
the truth.
Okay.
And my name is Liz Fisher.
Okay, great. So go ahead with your comment, please.
Thank you. I just want to echo what Charles Schmidt said. I appreciate what he addressed regarding not only the light, but the water bill. And that is on the docket today. My concern is the end date. Now, I understand based on the response by the utility representative that everyone has to replace the EPA request, as far as I understand, requires that everything has to be replaced by 2038. Unfortunately, when I looked over this document, there is no end date. And that was something that Charles Schmidt had pointed out. And I would like to see an end date, just like the lighting thing. It shouldn't be, there's no end date. I mean, with a loan, you have an end date. With the project, there should be an end date and projected time as to when this process should be done and the project should be done. So my issue is fine. There should be improvements. I applaud that. I think that everyone should have healthy, safe water, or able to have the ability to see. But my concern is this to be indefinite, and that is my issue. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Let's take some more comments. I think it might be a common theme for people. Unless the utility does have a response, just want to chime in about the end date proposal here, I suppose we want to call it. So
I guess I can chime in on that
sure.
quickly.
Okay.
In general, and I don't want to speak for PSC staff either, but to my knowledge, this is the first rate case addressing the funding of a private side grant program, financial assistance program that the PSC has encountered. So while I don't think there's a firm, I don't want to say a firm plan, I think the general understanding is once there's no need for a financial assistance program, obviously there's no need for funding for that. So when that time comes, it would be my understanding, and I'm sure it would be another PSC rate case at that time as well, but rates could potentially either be lowered or adjusted when all the lead services are gone.
Right. Did staff want to add anything to that? Staff. Okay. I mean, one thing I can say from working with the commission for 25 years and reviewing these cases in the capacity that I have, which is more of a legal one, but when we set rates, when we get to a rate case, we're looking at matching the expected costs that the utility is expecting, and staff will audit them and look for reasonableness. And then when the commission approves those costs and rates, they go forward until the next case. So like Eric had mentioned, well, if there's some sort of changing in the costs, there should be a new rate case that gets initiated. And the rates can go up or down based on the evidence in those cases. So what might be happening in the future is that the cost for the program, for the lead service line program, will be removed from the revenue requirement. There may be other costs, and there may be inflation and new projects and other things that go into the revenue requirement that cause the rates to change up or down, regardless of whether the lead service line program is in or out of the case. So to say that the lead service line program is going to end and then rates will go down is kind of assuming a lot of things that may not occur, which is that cost for other things may go up. There may be other projects that are needed, but there'll be a fresh look, and these costs, the designated costs for this particular program won't be needed anymore, so that won't be reflected in the revenue requirement in a future rate case. So that might be a better way to understand it, but maybe not as clear of an answer as you probably would like to hear. So, but that's how these things work, because we're talking about long-term planning and utility that we hope never goes away. So we're trying to keep the utility viable and the service available. So let's move on we had Liz. Let me take some more people here. We did have a list of people. So Kate, did you park your car? Looks like you're muted too now. Kate, are you there?
Yeah, I did park, but it's not letting me put the video on, so
Okay,
I'll
that's fine.
pass for the moment.
Well, I can take you without the video. That's fine. We can make an exception since you're here and ready to go. So let me swear you in. Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm, tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right. So we'll just need you to your Kate, C-A-T-E, and then your last name, if you could spell that for us, please.
It's Cooper, Cooper.
Okay, you made it easy for me. Okay, great. And go ahead with your comment.
Yep, I just agreeing with the previous speakers regarding an end date. And I understand what you're saying, but the way that our every rate in the village has gone up lately, and my trust in, I would like to see an end date on this now, and have that be defined now, and then if there need to be, if there are extenuating circumstances in the future, that's something to come back to the commission for, in my opinion. We've just been hammered, as Mr. Schmidt said, again and again in the last 12 months, and it, a over 50% increase in water rates in addition to everything else just is painful.
Okay, well, I think I mean, having some sort of recognition that the program's ending is something that the commission can consider. That's your comment, and I think that's available for the commission to review. I think it's a good request for them to consider. So I appreciate that.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, we'll just keep continuing down our list here. Dale and Petey, did you want to comment? And we'll just have to take people one at a time. So if you can get your...
Yes.
There we go. Okay, so let's go off the record. Just let's get you set up here. Did you guys want to comment?
Yes,
All right, so who wants to go first?
you can go first.
Okay, so that's Dale. So let's get your name spelled out. Well, let me swear you in, and we'll have you spell your last name when we get to it. So raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm, tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right, great. So it's Dale, and what's your last name, please?
Fredrickson.
Great. All right, and go ahead with your comment.
Okay, I missed some of Mr. Schmidt's comments on the costs of service, but my question to the village would be to answer the question, can you tell us what the rate increases have been for the last, say, 5 years in terms of water and sewer, or just water alone?
Okay, is that your comment, or do you have anything else to?
Just yeah, the rates have certainly skyrocketed.
Okay, I'm sure we have that number. We can get that number. Why don't we take PD first before, if we can try to get that number for you, but let me take PD's comment. Did you want to comment? I'll swear you in.
Yes.
All right, great. So raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm, tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right. And same last name or a different last name?
Same last name.
Okay, great. All right, well, go ahead.
I really like what Mr. Schmidt said about the reverse osmosis. We've lived in our house for 42 years. We've had reverse osmosis for probably 32 years. And we probably will continue to have it, even though, even after the replacement and after the rates go up. But I guess I know this is a far reach, but just wondering if there's any possibility of us, I know it's a federal level thing, of not having to have the replacement, and or any type of what's the word I wanted? Reimbursement or something because we do have reverse osmosis, and we will continue to have that. The other question that we had, and I know some of this was addressed when we went to the meeting at the village hall, about the time frame of when they are doing these lead pipe replacements. We haven't heard any update for us. They said the soonest they could do our house is February, and the only reason we ask is because we had a fire in July, and we're in the process of remodeling, and we don't want to remodel the park that's going to have to get torn up again when they put the replacement in. So we're wondering if there's any update on those dates coming through. That's all.
Okay, great, thanks. Yeah, I think in terms of the is it the bill question? I don't know if the utility, I don't know if we answered that one, just in terms of what's what's on the bill and why is there more things than water on the bill. I know that does occur, and it's legally allowed to do that, but I don't know if the utility wanted to mention.
Sure. I will address that. There are some additional items that we can bill.
I'm
utilizing-
sorry. I'm sorry to interrupt. I can't see who's
Yep.
speaking. You're not on my screen.
Okay.
Okay, I'll highlight you. So
Oh, there we go. I just needed,
Okay.
yeah, I just needed the name. That's okay. Thanks.
okay.
Leanne, did you want to speak to this? I just saw you raise your hand.
I actually can speak to the question about the replacement timeline if you wanted
Okay.
to go ahead about the bill items, or I can address that. Your choice.
I can finish the bill items then, and then we can go on with you. So we have a streetlight charge that was approved through a separate process that is not under the purview of the Public Service Commission, but we are allowed to use the utility bill in order to bill that charge. So really, it's just a legal way for us to bill that charge.
Mhm. And is there benefits and efficiency just to put everything in one bill? Is that kind of
Right, it's just because of the billing systems. We don't want to cause undue additional cost to gather that as a separate billing item. So as a matter of, just efficiency and low cost, which we are always trying to attain, we have placed it on the utility bills.
Okay. All right, so should we move on to Leanne? And I'm going to swear you in. I just lost your picture. There you go. All right, so raise your right hand. You got it. Do you swear or affirm, tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Give us your name and title, please.
My name is Leanne Butchlick. I am the Director of Public Works for the Village of Shorewood.
All right, go ahead.
And just thought I would respond to the question about timing on the service line replacement. If I recall, you are located in the southwest area and that project is pending. The contractor has informed us that they intend to begin work in March of 2026. Be happy if you contact our office to have a member of our staff visit your home and we can give you some information or our best guess as to what areas may be disturbed during the lead service line replacement so that you can continue with the home improvements that you're doing.
Okay, thank you. So looking alphabetically, we have Erin Meinke next for a comment. There we go. All right, you need to unmute. Oh, you did it. Okay, great. So raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm, tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay. And we have your name. Oh, so let's state your name and let us know you're a resident customer. Is that right?
Yeah, I am a resident of Shorewood.
Okay, just state your name then for us, please.
Oh, sorry, Erin Meinke.
Okay, great. Go ahead.
Hi, I had messaged on, I had a few questions. So I guess my comment is I just feel like 50% increase in the bill over 2 years will create a hardship for a lot of people. And it feels very unreasonable. I'm wondering if it can be spread out over like 4 or 5 years instead of 2, especially if the replacement isn't going to be done for, it sounds like it doesn't need to be done until I think you said 2038. So that's like 12 years from now. So I'm just wondering why the necessity of increasing rates by 50% in 2 years. I also was curious about the rates of like neighboring villages like Whitefish Bay. Wondering what their water rates are compared to ours. Wondering what you anticipate the average bill of a single family home in Shorewood will be with the new rate increase. I'm also wondering, I saw the document's 150 pages long, and I think, I think difficult for the average person to understand everything that's in that document. And so with reading through, it talked about multi-residential buildings and that they wouldn't be included because of financial programs, I think is how I understood it. Maybe someone could speak to that. And so I'm just wondering what percentage of Shorewood homes will be included in the rate increase compared to ones that will not be.
Okay, just to clarify, I think looking at one of the documents, it's 115 pages long. That's the cost of service study and rate design exhibit. Does that look familiar? The one I have on the
Yes.
screen? Okay, right. Yeah, there's a lot of info in there, and I
Sure
think
is.
there's a lot of answers to your questions are there. So
But it's very hard to find.
yeah, I understand. Okay, so we may want to address some of those. I did want to ask if the utility did have an answer for Dale's question about, to be honest with you, it was something about the cost number, and I can't
Yeah.
remember what it was. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Eric with City Water again. I just did a quick look on the PSC's electronic filing. So in 2021, it does look like Shorewood changed the public fire protection charge from the taxes to the utility bill. So not truly a rate increase, just a different method of collection. That dollar amount was always being charged throughout the municipality. And then the last conventional rate case was in 2023. And that was roughly 13 to 14%, I would say, for the average homeowner.
Okay, thanks. And then I don't know who wants to address this, but we did have a question about rate comparison, and then I think probably some of the cost customer cost issues that's in the cost service study.
Yeah, so probably the best page in that cost of service study to look at the impact is actually the last page. At the end of step 2, PSC's calculations for the average residential homeowner using with a 3/4 inch meter, kind of using around 13,000 gallons a quarter. That quarterly bill, and this is just for the water portion of the utility bill, remember, not including sanitary charges or any, other fees like Christina added, would be going from about $110 to about $165 a quarter. So about an increase of $55 per quarter. I'm looking at the second line on that page. In terms
That's
of
for the first year?
that would be after.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said, ma'am.
Oh, sorry, I thought that's just for the first year, right?
No, so that bills at step 2, that would be after the second step or the second year of increases. So that would be after the 2-year period.
Okay.
Yep. And then in terms of comparing to utilities in the surrounding area, I mean, I don't have like a specific ranking, but because this is, the main driver of this is the lead service line replacements that is being mandated federally. You brought up Whitefish Bay. Whitefish Bay also has a high percentage of lead service lines in their community. So depending on how they want to handle that, whether they choose to do something similar to Shorewood through a public assistance program or a financial assistance program, or if they're just having residents pay out of pocket, that can be a difference in the utility bill. But the main driver of this is the lead services that exist in the community. So it's a little tough to compare to surrounding communities that may or may not have lead services to the same extent as Shorewood.
And then an interesting question was, if the program is ending in, was it 2028, then why is this happening in 2 years in terms of the increase? Is there a way to spread this out over the?
Yeah. Yep. So federally mandated is 2038 for all lead services to be out. It seems like a large increase, or it is a large increase here over 2 years, but Shorewood anticipates at this point that they will have to maintain this level of replacement essentially for the next 10 years. Over 80% of the village has lead services. So that's a lot of people. We're talking, close to 3,000 services, I think, that are lead that will have to be replaced. So over 10 years, that would still be 300 services a year, and that's a large undertaking. In terms of, I think you maybe had mentioned multifamily versus residential. This rate increase, the rates that are proposed by the PSC, the rates are charged the same, but how they split out the cost of service design is based on the customer class, and that falls back on a state statute where for financial assistance programs, the amount of aid provided per customer class has to match the amount of revenue collected per customer class. And if I'm saying that wrong, someone please from the PSC correct me. But that's why there's a higher portion of this grant program revenue being put onto residential customers, is because residential customers by far have the highest percentage of lead service lines across the municipality. When you get to multifamily residential or commercial, they're larger buildings, and larger buildings, you have larger services, and those larger services are not typically lead. So they just would not be paying as much to fund the grant and loan program of the financial assistance program.
Great, thank you. I really appreciate your answers. Okay, so let's move on then to Judy Martell. Any comment from you? No, and then skipping over to the PSC, Sydney Thomas. No, okay, that's the end of my list. Let me just back up again. Anyone from the public that I've called before that didn't comment, that wishes to make a comment? Okay, that's it then. So that's all our live comments to collect today, but we do have the opportunity still to receive written comments by Thursday. They just need to be at the commission by that date. So I recommend you use our internet link. That'll get your comment right into the docket. I will provide those comments to the commissioners and to the division administrator to review while they're making the decision. Also, there'll be the transcript will be provided to the decision makers, as well as the exhibits that we received today. So that's the record. That's what the decision makers need to use to make the decisions in the case here. Otherwise, I think we have all the information that we can collect today. So let me ask if there's anything else we need to address before we adjourn. Okay, not hearing anything. Thanks very much, everyone. We're adjourned, and take care. Appreciate everyone's participation.